Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something absolutely wild that went down this past weekend. That's right, our guy Daddy Dave just took home another massive win, this time north of the border in Canada. Yep, you heard that right, Daddy Dave and his small tire Audi absolutely dominated the Canada Heads Up event, proving once again that he's one of the most adaptable and dangerous racers in the entire Street Outlaws universe. Now, if you've been keeping up with Dave's journey over the past year, you know this victory didn't just happen overnight. It's part of a story that's been building for months, a story about innovation, risk, and that never-quit racing spirit that has always defined Daddy Dave. So, let's rewind for a second. Earlier this year, Daddy Dave made what a lot of people considered a risky move. He decided to convert his NPK big tire Audi into a small tire setup. Now, this wasn't some half-hearted experiment. We're talking a full transformation, new suspension geometry, different tire setup, reworking how that ProCharged Hemi puts down the power. And a lot of fans, even some racers, weren't sure how that was going to play out. I mean, taking a car that was built for big tire no prep battles and shrinking it down to small tires? That's a challenge. But as always, Daddy Dave had a plan. Fast forward a few months, and that plan? It's working. Big time. He's been hitting event after event, including some massive small tire races like the $100,000 to win speed promotions event, and everywhere he goes, the car performs. And now, with this big win up north, it's clear, this combo is a winner. Let's talk about the car for a minute. Under the hood of that Audi sits an XRE-built Hemi paired with a ProCharger, one of the nastiest power combinations you can bolt together for small tire competition. We're talking massive power potential, quick spool, brutal mid-range torque, and the ability to carry that power down the track cleanly. And the best part? Dave and his team have mastered this setup. It's one thing to have horsepower, it's another to actually make it work on a small tire. The track conditions, the launch control, shock settings, weight distribution, all of it has to be perfect. And from what we've seen lately, Daddy Dave has got that Audi dialed in. It's consistent. It's fast. It's deadly. Every time he stages up, that ProCharger screams like it's ready for war, and when he hits the throttle, it's all business. And if you watch his passes, smooth, stable, and straight as an arrow, that's the mark of a racer who not only knows how to drive, but who understands his machine inside and out. Now, let's talk about this latest victory. The Canada Heads Up event isn't just some local bracket race. This is a serious gathering of some of the toughest small tire racers from all over North America. You've got cars from the US and Canada bringing top-tier builds, nitrous monsters, twin-turbo beasts, and everything in between. And who ends up in the winner's circle? Daddy Dave and the Audi. That car went rounds like it was on rails. Smooth hits, flawless reaction times, killer 60-foot numbers. The kind of performance that doesn't happen by luck, it happens by experience, preparation, and confidence. When you've been around the scene as long as Daddy Dave, you know it's not just about horsepower, it's about managing it. Anyone can make 3,000 horsepower. Few can actually use it effectively on a tricky track. And that's exactly what makes Dave stand out. He knows when to push it, when to back it down, and how to win smart. This win is about more than just another trophy. It's a sign of where drag racing, especially the Street Outlaws side of things, is headed. The small tire scene is exploding. No prep, no time, 28 by 10.5, radial racing, this is where the energy is right now. Huge crowds, insane payouts, and some of the tightest competition we've seen in years. The days of only focusing on big tire cars are changing. Small tire events are now pulling in six-figure purses. Just look at the recent $100,000 to win events that have racers traveling across the country. And now, even veterans like Daddy Dave are proving that you don't need a massive slick to make a massive impact. But let's not forget the most important factor here, the driver. Daddy Dave has been around this game for decades. He's crashed, rebuilt, evolved, and come back stronger every single time. From his iconic Goliath Nova days to his Audi on the No Prep King circuit, Dave has never been afraid to adapt and innovate. And that's what separates him from the pack. It's easy to chase trends, it's another thing to lead them. By taking a proven NPK car, putting it on small tires, and winning with it. Dave is showing everyone that experience, tuning skill, and confidence matter just as much as raw horsepower. He's also proving something else: he's not done. Not even close. So where does he go from here? Well, for now, it looks like he's sticking with the small tire setup, and honestly, why wouldn't he? He's got momentum. He's got confidence. And he's having fun doing it. We might not see that Audi on big tires for a while, but that's okay. Because what he's doing right now, dominating in small tire classes, is keeping his name hot, his skills sharp, and his fans hyped. And who knows? Maybe we'll see him line up in some no-time shootouts, maybe even dip back into a big tire setup down the road. But for now, he's right where he needs to be, behind the wheel of one of the most dialed-in small tire artists in the world. And that ties right into what's happening with Street Outlaws as a brand. Season 6 of No Prep Kings is finally airing, after 2 long years of waiting, and even though it was filmed back in 2023, fans can't get enough. But here's the kicker: the future of Street Outlaws might not be in the big tire arena at all. With the way small tire and no prep scenes are exploding, it wouldn't be shocking to see the next evolution of the show focus more on these grassroots style races, where traction is tricky, strategy matters, and it's all about who can adapt fastest. And if that happens, racers like Daddy Dave are already ahead of the curve. At the end of the day, Daddy Dave's win in Canada is more than just another check mark in the victory column. It's a statement. A reminder that the truly great racers never stop evolving. They never stop learning. And they never stop racing. The small tire scene is exploding right now, and guys like Dave are leading the charge, showing that with the right setup, the right mindset, and the right attitude, you can dominate anywhere you go. So here's to Daddy Dave, proving once again why he's one of the most respected names in drag racing, and why that Audi, no matter what tires are underneath it, is always going to be one of the most feared cars on the track. Now, let's dig a little deeper into that Canadian win because, honestly, it wasn't just a casual walk in the park for Daddy Dave. The competition at the Canada Heads Up event was fierce. The small tire field was stacked with some of the toughest names in the game, cars with big power, top-tier tuners, and drivers who are fearless behind the wheel. Conditions were tricky too. The Canadian track surface was cold and slick, a real challenge for small tire setups. But that's exactly where Dave shines. When others struggle to find traction, he's the guy who makes the car hook like it's glued to the track. He doesn't panic when the tires spin a little, doesn't overdrive it. He reads the car, adjusts on the fly, and keeps it straight. That's what separates winners from participants. Every pass he made that weekend got stronger, more controlled, and more confident. By the time the finals rolled around, it was clear that Audi wasn't just running well, it was on rails. A lot of fans talk about Daddy Dave's driving ability, and rightfully so, but one thing people sometimes forget is that Dave is also a tuner. He doesn't just show up and drive, he's under the hood, he's studying data logs, he's fine-tuning the suspension, the boost curve, the launch RPM, all of it. He understands how every bolt on that car affects performance. That's what made this small tire transformation possible. Going from a big tire setup to a small tire platform isn't just about swapping rubber. You've got to rethink the suspension geometry, the shock settings, the anti-roll bar tension, even how weight transfers off the line. Dave didn't just guess, he experimented, tested, and dialed it in until it worked. And that's what we're seeing pay off now. The car isn't just fast, it's predictable. And in drag racing, predictability is power. The best part about this whole deal? Fans are absolutely loving it. There's something about watching a guy take what was once a massive, big tire NPK car and turn it into a small tire underdog, and then start winning with it, that just fires people up. In the online racing forums and Facebook groups, everyone's been talking about this win. Clips of his Canadian passes have been circulating on social media, and you can see the comments pouring in, "Dave's back. That Audi is a monster. Best move he ever made." And it's true. The fans appreciate racers who evolve, who take chances, who don't just follow the same formula season after season. Dave's decision to go small tire isn't just a technical win, it's a cultural one. It's a message that you don't have to be the biggest to be the baddest. Let's be real, the small tire movement is blowing up, and for good reason. It's raw. It's unpredictable. And it's more accessible to fans and racers alike. These aren't million-dollar pro mods, they're real steel-bodied cars that still look like cars. They're closer to what people build in their own garages, and that makes the connection so much stronger. The payouts are huge now, too. Events like No Time 275, Swanfest, and Speed Promotion's $100,000 shootout are paying more than some big tire events. That's a major shift in the sport. Racers like Daddy Dave see that, and they're adapting. They're not chasing what used to be, they're leading where the sport is going. You know, what's amazing about Daddy Dave is that he's still doing things the hard way. A lot of guys at his level have teams of people building, tuning, and prepping their cars. Dave? He's still in the shop. Still doing the dirty work. Still grinding it out like he did back in the early Street Outlaws days. That work ethic shows up every time he hits the track. When something breaks, he's the first one under the hood. When the car's off pace, he's not blaming conditions, he's fixing it. That relentless drive, that perfectionist mindset, that's why he's still one of the most respected names in the game. He's not chasing clout. He's chasing performance. And every time he wins, it reminds us all that no matter how big the stage gets, this sport will always be about hard work, grit, and passion. Of course, with success comes attention, and you better believe other racers have noticed. The small tire scene is full of hungry competitors, and after Dave's Canadian victory, everyone's going to be gunning for him. Guys like Boosted GT, Justin Swanstrom, and even some local legends have been stepping into small tire classes lately, and you can bet they're watching that Audi closely. That's part of what makes this so exciting. The rivalries are brewing again. Friendly competition, maybe some trash talk, and a lot of side bets. Just like the old days. The small tire world has that wild, unpredictable energy that made Street Outlaws famous in the first place. And now that Daddy Dave's back in the winner's circle, those matchups are only going to get better. For fans of Street Outlaws, this is huge. It's proof that even after years on TV, years of racing all over the country, these guys still love the sport. They still chase the adrenaline, the rush, the satisfaction of lining up, dropping the hammer, and earning that win. And that's exactly why fans keep showing up, both at the tracks and in front of their screens. We love seeing real racers doing what they do best. The fact that Dave's out there in a car we've seen evolve from NPK to small tire domination makes it even more special. It's like watching a legend reinvent himself right before our eyes. So yeah, Daddy Dave's win in Canada is a big deal, but not just because of the trophy. It's because of what it represents. It's proof that evolution in racing isn't just possible, it's necessary. The sport moves fast, and the ones who thrive are the ones who adapt without fear. Daddy Dave's doing just that. From Oklahoma City streets to Canadian drag strips, he's showing that passion, experience, and determination can take you anywhere. And if this is what his small tire chapter looks like, then buckle up, because this story's just getting started.